So I feel like whenever Pokemon breathes now, we get a million Twitter posts of something like this tweet just popping up. Just Pokemon in an unflattering screenshot of the most recent trailer, and then just in a massive immersive Xenoblade game. It's exclusively Xenoblade because it's Monolith Soft. One of my good friends, Philly Beats You, actually retweeted this tweet and tweeted out his own thing saying, nobody wants a Pokemon game in 2025 to look like a Xenoblade game. And I actually agree with him, but I don't agree with him that that's the point that people are making. So let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Scootish. You guys probably don't know me because I don't know if a lot of people watch my channel. But I'm a Twitch streamer. I play a lot of video games. I like Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I have a lot of Pokemon plushies. I play Pokemon games a lot. I've actually been replaying a lot of the Pokemon games on my Twitch channel, so you should go check out twitch.tv/Scootish right now, and that would be great. And also, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks. Cool. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the videos. And we're going to start by talking about Monolith Software, who, is known for making Xenoblade and all these other games that I'm putting behind me or around me right here. Oh, wow. They made that game? I love that game. That game's crazy. I didn't know they made that game. So I think a lot of fans always bring up Monolith Soft because Monolith Soft is this company that knows just how to get the right oomph out of Nintendo's hardware to make games look truly amazing. Expansive worlds with gorgeous stories, beautiful music, and everything looks lush, serene, incredible. Like, look at Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, and you're like, oh, for a Wii, that looks pretty gosh darn good. But then compare it to what it looks like on the gosh darn Switch. Oh my God, that giant monkey's on the Nintendo Switch? Whoa! Just a couple days ago, this world was shown from Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is originally a Wii U game. They halved the size of it for the Nintendo Switch remaster that's coming out, and it looks better, more expansive, with no loading zones whatsoever, and you're just gliding through this giant open world. It blows my mind that a game on the Switch can look like that. Meanwhile, in comparison, Pokemon struggles to even run in Scarlet and Violet. Don't worry, little guy. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Ever since the Nintendo Switch came out, Pokemon has kind of struggled in a really fascinating way. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, I thought, are the best looking games on the Nintendo Switch. No notes. If they gave me that every single time, I'd fall in love. I love how the games look. I love how the games play. I like throwing the Pokeball with the Joy-Con. I enjoyed it. I don't know. It's fun. Sue me. Arrest me. But make it sexy. But then after Sword and Shield, it just missed the mark. There were so many weird animations of just Pokemon just walking to make a full circle, and it looks really weird, kind of visually a mess, and it doesn't look super good, to be quite honest. And for a company that's valued at almost $100 billion with a B, it shouldn't look like that. I was given hope when Pokemon Legends Arceus came out and Pokemon popped in, and all of a sudden it was a massive open world that you could run around. You see it, you can go to it, you can climb it, you can ride a Pokemon to it, you can catch a Pokemon in it, you can battle a Pokemon on it. It was awesome. That game's sick. I love Legends Arceus. The graphics still leave a lot to be desired. There's still a lot of pop-in. There's still a lot of lag on the monsters. When you're really far away, you can see like a 2 FPS Staravia flying around. I'm worried about them. Do they need a vet? Do they need a Pokemon doctor? And then Scarlet and freaking Violet happened. Legends Arceus was so good. It was almost the perfect Pokemon game, and then just everything broke, everything lags. You take a step and the world almost falls apart around you. You might fall through the ground, you might fall through the world, and the world looks flat and muddy, and the colors are not vibrant and bright at all, and it's not lush. It's almost completely barren. It's baffling. It is a baffling video game. The games are so riddled with so many bugs and different problems that many content creators did glitch runs. My favorite video is this Point Crow video of just every glitch that he managed to do in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. He beat the game by doing glitches and workarounds because the game was so incredibly broken. Again, $98.9 billion company made this game. So it seems natural when you're a Nintendo fan and you play all these games, you say, hey, Monolith Soft should make Pokemon. I think that's being incorrectly translated to Monolith Soft should make a Pokemon game that looks exactly like Xenoblade. I think that is not what these comparisons are saying at all. And I think it's saying Monolith Soft should help work on Pokemon. And it's something that they've done a lot. Here's just like a list of things that they've done. They've worked on Super Smash Bros. Brawl, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, Animal Crossing New Leaf, Pikmin 3, Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, where you design a happy, healthy home. And then they helped on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Then they helped on Splatoon 2. And then they helped on Animal Crossing New Horizons. And then Splatoon 3. And then Legend of Zelda Tears of the freaking Kingdom. None of those games look like Xenoblade. And I also don't want a Pokemon game to look like Xenoblade Chronicles anyway. We already have a couple of examples of the real world or like realistic graphics mixing with Pokemon. And I'm going to be quite honest, I don't think it particularly works well. I think the easiest example is Detective Pikachu. I think that movie is nightmare fuel. I can't rewatch it because I am terrified of everything in it. Just look at Charizard. They made Charizard look malnourished and looks like he has eczema. And I have eczema. That didn't make me feel stronger because I saw myself emulated in Charizard. It just made me, like, concerned for him. Don't even get me started on Mewtwo. Oh, my God. Why is he's always wet and, like, I get that he was in a test tube, but, like, their designs weren't designed for the realism of the real world. I don't want to see Pokemon like that. I want to see the cute little blob guys. Like, I like them being, like, smooth and like, buttery, you know? And I want that. And then on the other end, there's Pal World, a Pokemon clone video game. It's kind of like a spoof because the Pokemon can wield real world guns. Like, look at this little monkey guy that has a gun. I forget his name, but I played Pal World and I had him and he had a gun. That wears off in like 5 minutes. Like the novelty of seeing the cute, animated, smooth guys wielding a gun. There's like a dissonance when two art styles don't match one another. And I feel like when you put the cute little guys in the real world, they don't look like they fit. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Pal World. I just got bored of it because nothing fit in the game together. The buildings didn't look like they belonged in the same video game as the Pals did, or their Pokemon. Let's be damn well honest. And they just look out of place. They just don't fit. That's how it would be like if Xenoblade made a Pokemon game in Xenoblade, and they wouldn't make a cool looking outfit. They would just look like a toddler that was told to go to their room by their dad and put on clothes, and the dad is like, what the fuck are you wearing? And the toddler's like, I don't know, I'm 6, what am I supposed to wear? And the dad's like, well, I don't have the brain power to deal with this. All right, let's go to your baseball game, scamp. But back to the point, I don't think Monolith Soft would do a bad job at assisting Game Freak in creating a new game. And all this kind of came to be because, as I said earlier, they showed us the new trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA, a game that was announced a year ago, and we were like, oh, they haven't said anything about it for a year. Surely they have something pretty big for us now. I mean, I filmed my reaction. Immediately, I was like, yeah, it's okay, buddy. Yeah, it doesn't get better, buddy. Now, I want to be very clear. I was upset with how it looked. I'm not upset with anything of the game. I want to be very clear. The game looks good. It looks fun. There's a whole battle mechanic where you run around the battlefield and you have to shout your command to the Pokemon, and then the Pokemon does it. And you can see like a little tracer going down on the field to see how long your command takes to get to your Pokemon until it uses its move. It's just like the anime. It's really freaking awesome. My problem is that the environments look bad because I saw the same problems as Scarlet and Violet. And if you really look at any of the buildings surrounding your character in a massive city, everything just looks flat on the building. I know the game's not out yet. I understand. But I don't expect them to fix it. I think what they're showing us is what we're getting, and that's that. Otherwise, why would they show us this? Maybe I'm wrong, but why is everything flat? Just look at this first little shot with Chikorita and Bunnelby. Look at like the little building right next to Bunnelby's eyes. They're so big. That's supposed to be a balcony. They just don't protrude when we look at them from the outside world for whatever freaking reason. If anyone tried to step off onto that balcony, they would fall off and die in Paris, the city of love. You would die if you walked out on that balcony. There's no balcony. It's paper thin. But there's a guardrail. The guardrail's paper thin too. You'd fall off of it, dumbass. There's like a few tufts of grass that are large and rising up and billowing in the wind. There's improvement. They're doing something. You know what I'm noticing while I'm talking? I'm noticing Pokemon has nailed all the character designs. I think the characters in this game look great. And what I'm realizing now, what the secret sauce that Monolith Soft has is that it treats the world as a character. Ooh. And I think Pokemon needs help with this because right here's the first wild area in the game. It's denoted by the number 1. I'm just assuming that it's the first one in the game. Sue me if it's not. If I swear to God, if they start with 0, just so I'm wrong, you guys can skin me alive. This is where the Pokemon will actually be and run around and where you can have wild battles and possibly where all the trainer battles will happen. We are in Wild Area 1 and it's just a city street with a car. It's like, all right, go crazy. There's like 2 guys. This looks awful. It looks boring. And I don't think I've ever looked at a Xenoblade game or a Monolith Soft game or any of the games that they helped on and looked at a biome and said, this is boring. Even in Animal Crossing, when I made a desert wasteland of my island, I never thought to myself, this looks boring. Animal Crossing has this art style where it makes everything calm and serene. Because right now, the wild area is a street and a car. And like a table and chairs. What's fantastical about this? What world of whimsy am I in? It's just a city street. Now, I don't know how Monolith Soft could help, but I think for one thing, what they could do is they could change the textures around, make it look a little bit nicer, spruce it up, give some elevations, add some potholes, add some little cracks in the road, you know, not make it like a just clean pavement that has never been broken or sinned upon in life. Sins happen on pavement all the time. People speed. Is speeding a sin? Breaking a law is a sin. Speeding's a sin. And I know what you're thinking. Why does any of this matter? I just want to catch the little guys. And deep down, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It's Pokemon. It's entertainment. I just think if you're about a $100 billion company and your company owns another company called Monolith Soft that makes really good environments, you guys can come together and kiss and merge your experience world building, not only in your own style, but matching other games' styles and matching your great IP and form like the ultimate world and ultimate game and make it just really good and really fun for everyone. So when people are doing the Pokemon X Monolith Soft comparison, they're not saying Monolith Soft should take over making Pokemon games or making a Pokemon game in a realistic Xenoblade style setting. No, what they're saying is that Monolith Soft is a great support developer and Pokemon fans deserve more than the style and looking games that they're getting. I'm going to get eaten up alive by Pokemon fans, I think, for that take, but who knows? I don't know. I am a Pokemon fan, and I want a better looking game. I feel like we deserve a better looking game. We deserve a game that actually runs. So I hope I cleared up that misconception. Maybe it's not a misconception. Maybe people are just bad faith and just hate Pokemon and want Pokemon to fail. I'm choosing to look at it like, no, we just want games to run better in 2025 and moving forward for Pokemon. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong in the comments. Let me know, and I'll talk about it more later. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.